Hello everyone, this is Extreme Nick 09, and this will be my vintage wrestling collection. This will be stuff that I have just kind of around my room and stuff that's from the Attitude Era and past, and this is not going to be showing all my Attitude Era stuff because I have VHSs from the Attitude Era, I have books from the Attitude Era, and I have plenty of cards and type stuff like that, posters, action figures from the Attitude Era. But I'm not going to get into all of that because y'all seen my VHSs, y'all seen my books. I don't really feel like getting into cards, there's a lot of them. And action figures, I was a kid when I got them, so they're out of the boxes and stuff, so they're not really something to show. So I won't be showing all that, I'll just be showing a few items here. This should be a long video, just a few items I've gotten here and there. And so let's get started. And they're just random items. They're not nothing special, not really rare in any way, but they're from the Attitude Era and I thought they were cool and stuff. I got this Road Dogg and Billy Gunn. Road Dogg and Billy Gunn, I guess Beanie Babies, I don't know what you would really call them, but they have Oh You Didn't Know and Roll the Dog a Bone on the back of it. New Age Outlaws, Billy Gunn and Road Dogg. Also, I have this little weird type thing, but this little guy says, "Oh, you didn't know this Road Dogg." Used to love Road Dogg. He says a few things. I picked all three of those up in a eBay auction for something else. I don't know what I was winning. I was winning some action figures, I think, and those came with it. Also, this came with it. This is just a Stone Cold figurine that sits up in my room. Old Attitude Era, Stone Cold said so. Little figurine. Him beating up a ref, which kind of looks like Vince, but I don't really know. This came with it also, which is the little the old WWF Bret the Hitman Hart figure. Y'all saw this in the Bret the Hitman Hart shoot I had. It was sitting next to the action figure of him. I have these old, from a while back, WWF Undertaker and Stone Cold Steve Austin yo-yos, which are pretty cool. They don't do it no more. Yeah, you can hear it if you can. I don't know, you probably can't hear that, but it's supposed to have the Undertaker's music and Stone Cold's breaking glass. Whenever you rolled it down, it would say it, and then it would play. As y'all seen in another video, when I updated after coming back from one of my vacations, I had found two of these old Shawn Michaels hats. Vintage old Shawn Michaels Zebra hat that he used to wear. And World Wrestling Titan Sports official. I'd actually the story behind these, if y'all didn't watch the other video, was that I found actually a bin full of them for $1 a piece, but I had no money at the time. So I barely was able to get two of them. There was literally in Panama, Florida, there's a bin in one of the little Dollar General stores that has about 50 of these things. And they're the old vintage Shawn Michaels hats. They're the ones that he used to come out wearing and stuff. It's very cool to have, I think, and I have two of them. It's very cool to have. I got an old, I didn't watch WCW when I was growing up. I wasn't into WCW. I was a WWF kid because Stone Cold. But I do have this old Goldberg mug. Pretty cool. I have two other things here from WCW from a while back. I picked up at also a Dollar General store. Just classic old stuff. This is a Goldberg versus Kevin Nash. I think it's a thumb wrestling. You hold it and you put your thumb right here and you wrestle. You lay this on this button with 3 seconds. It's a 3 count. So it's pretty cool. Also this old WCW handheld Goldberg game, right here, which is also pretty cool. If I had some batteries, it'd probably work because it looks like I've kept it in good condition. So I might even have it if I find another video way later on, a part 2. I have this. It's kind of dusty, but it's a Undertaker head. It's pretty cool. It still works. Yeah, it still works.
My creatures of the night will feast upon the flesh of your corpse. Rest in peace. You cannot kill what is already dead. Rest in peace.
And the cool thing about this, actually, if I left it on long enough, y'all can see Undertaker actually moves his eyes back and forth, and also he says those 3 phrases. And also it's a recorder, so like if I said something into it and it was recording, then the Undertaker would be saying like whatever I said. Like he'd be like Extreme Nick 09 or something like that if I wanted him to. I have these few cards here. These are different kind of cards from the WWF. Mankind, and then you open it up from that little card, and you have a whole poster, and you have a full biography type thing, and his finisher and whatnot. And they're pretty cool. They just fold up in these little cards. I have Mankind in that. I have X-Pac. Stone Cold. The Undertaker. And I also have HBK, Shawn Michaels. If you open that up, Shawn Michaels poster on the inside. So those are actually pretty cool. Some cards that they open up in the posters have all the information on the back. And then I also have this old Stone Cold blow up hammer. This says Stone Cold, and then it has the skulls. And then on this side it has 2 more different type skulls, and it has him up there again. It's an old Stone Cold blow up hammer. It don't blow up anymore because I had it on the back of my door. As y'all can see in old past videos I had, the older ones I had it up on my door, and then I took all that stuff down to put new posters up and never got around to it. But that's pretty cool. I got that at a monster truck show in Monroe where I got to see the Rock's and Stone Cold's monster trucks that they had at one point. They weren't there, but their trucks were, so that was pretty cool. Also, I have this old Attitude Racers type Hot Wheel car of the Hardy Boys. The Hardy Boys is a 1998 2 Extreme Mustang, but you have the picture of them on the front. On the side you have the Hardy symbol, if you can see that. Pretty cool. This is the only one I got though. They had Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Undertaker, Kane, Hardy's, Jericho, and Benoit. And this is the only one I got still in package. So that's pretty cool. I also have the Hot Wheel collection that came out around WrestleMania 23. The Hot Wheel collection of WWE cars that came out. Hulk Hogan, Batista, the WrestleMania 23 car, Triple H, Eddie Guerrero, and yeah, that was all of them. But if y'all want to see them, just tell me, and I'll put them in another video because they're all on the wall right now, so I don't really want to get them down. But just tell me about those, and they don't really fit because they're WWE cars. But just tell me about those, and I'll put them up. I also have these 2 items, and this was around 2003 when this came out, I'm pretty sure. And this came out after the Hardys had broken up. Matt went to SmackDown, Jeff stayed on Raw, and it was the Jeff Hardy necklace, the J and the H for Jeff Hardy, which is pretty cool. I love it. I have 4 necklaces of the Hardys. I didn't get to pick up their new green and blue one they came out with, but I do have the purple one they have. I have that one. I have the J that he came out with in 2007 when he returned, I think. Or 2006 maybe, I don't know. And I also have this one, which is the first ever Hardy necklace. The one they wore at first, their old Hardy sign on it. Very cool. Very glad to have this. I only have 2 more items here. I have an old handheld Stone Cold video game. WWF. Pretty cool. And actually, yeah, it actually still works, so that's cool. The last thing I have is this Stone Cold head, which is a little, you put a little number in here that you want to remember, I think, and then you, certain combination opens it, and it's a little bank inside. That's pretty cool. But that's all of the vintage wrestling type items I have. Like, I guess WWF Attitude Era items and whatnot that I have. That was my vintage wrestling collection, and this has been Extreme Nick 09. Thank you for watching.